absolutely help the story.
In my almost perfect English sometimes, pronouncing like something written by a drunk person having a stroke will be perfect.
I cannot wait for us to get so many parts, and then my mom just walks in with questions.
She'll be like, Caden, are you lonely?
That has
You're like,
nothing to do with it. That's nothing to do with this.
You don't understand. It's just it's not a phase. Ugh. Shut up, Mom.
Hey, leave me alone.
Dylan, could you tell what he said?
No, I could not.
I thought he said Feliz Navidad. So, Merry
Let's
Christmas
say,
to all.
let's just say I did, which is great. My mic problems are gonna make this even better too.
Don't worry, I'll make you repeat it.
What's wrong with Caden's mic?
It's mostly his connection, really. His old Ethernet cables. I think it's giving out, or what? Comcast sucks. Xfinity, whatever.
It's probably the cable, to be honest, because it's like I said, it's at least over 10 years old.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's probably running on like Cat 4 or 3. But so is the audio working, Dylan?
I don't know.
Listen to the
I won't
stream.
be able to check.
Because I'm a lazy person, I will just use tablet.
I can just go to YouTube on here. I ain't playing that.
Or you can just go to Dylan's stream directly from the main menu.
Or that.
Exactly.
I mean, it won't be the highest of quality, but I mean, you're here for audio, not.
Good.
I
Do you
should
think
have
it's
already
hey?
got it.
Do you think it's done? Okay, thank you.
Special guest star Caden's mother in the background.
You know, just had to tell her I love her and say goodbye.
Because it's gonna get so edgy that you just might accidentally, like, break your neck.
Yes.
It makes more sense than anything in the story, okay? Leave me alone.
True.
Also, I'm disgusted every time it makes, like, I won't want to say make fun of, but mentions a band I like, or at the very least know of.
And it does quite a bit.
Yeah. Quite a bit.
And the
then
worst
I am
bit
happy,
is it's
though,
mostly,
when
it's your band, not really mine.
I'm glad, though, that it mentions Simple Plan, because I hate Simple Plan, so I'm okay with them being in the story. Why couldn't these people be Justin Bieber fans? Also,
That make them preps.
oh yeah, dirty preps. Oh yeah, we took that test, and Caden's only like 15% prep. Not joking, we took a test that she recommended to see if we're preps, and Caden's not a prep, he's only kinda a prep.
Yay.
Which is
Good,
horrible
because
because
it's
I was
work.
trying. Oh, bit is the best thing to be streaming this to. Yeah.
Yep.
So is the audio working?
Sounds like it.
The only, actually, can we hear, like, can you hear us over the game's music?
That's why I'm gonna go and turn off the music for every world.
Actually, no, if it's in the background, it just add to the ambiance of the story.
As
But
long as
I
you
mean,
can
if
hear
it, yeah, if it, like, drones us out, then no. And also, I'll just let you go to this, so Caden, you better be following along as I read.
Of course.
The first chapter is 99% me with like 2 words from Caden.
Oh.
Good, I get to finish.
Ew, you'll do that later in the Forbidden Forest.
Now I'm hanging the noose now.
Oh. But we did it so passively.
That's why it's taking so long.
Okay, is everything good?
All set on my end.
Okay. Mine's
Are
good.
we ready?
Yes.
Are you paying attentively?
Yes.
Chapter 1 of My Immortal. Author's note. Special thanks. Get it cause I'm gothic. To my GFU, not in that way. Raven Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. And I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reach my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking... I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. Cough,
Hey,
cough,
Ebony.
shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked.
Nothing.
He said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Author's note. Is it good? Bulls tell me fangs. Chapter 2. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, preps, stop flaming my story, okay? The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took of my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears, and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Also, you'll be Willow, Caden.
Oh, okay. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday.
She said excitedly. Yeah, so, I said, blushing.
Do you like Draco?
She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room into the Great Hall. No, I fucking don't, I shouted.
Yeah, right.
She exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me.
Hi.
He said, Hi, I replied flirtily.
Guess what?
He said. What? I asked.
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade.
He told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR.
Well, do you want to go with me?
He asked. I gasped. Chapter 3. Also, do you notice, Caden, that the story, like, in terms of grammar, just goes downhill horribly?
It does.
Per chapter, it just gets worse. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, prebs, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Fangs, Agent, Raven, oh yeah, BT Dub, I don't own this or the lyrics for good Shralate. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were red fishnets. Then I put on black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my black hair. My hair, and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Drake was waiting there, in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note, a lot of cool boys wore it, okay? Hi, Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony.
He said back. We walked into his the license plate said 6, and he flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. Should no, you know what? I'm not, Joel. You read it if you want to. I'm not reading the lyrics to any Good Charlotte song.
No, I ain't doing that.
We're skipping that one then.
Okay.
Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate the little bitch, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz. But Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Chapter 4. Author's note. I said stop flamming, okay? Ebony's name is Enobi, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay?
Oh god.
Draco!
That was beautiful to see that.
I shouted. What the fuck do you think you are doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously.
Plumbing to her death.
What the fucking hell? I asked angrily.
Ebony?
He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as I Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me, and we started to make out keenly against a tree. I guess that means, okay, so like with precision. Okay. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time.
Now, first of all, Zombie did not just
It is
make
exactly
that up.
the way it is.
Oh god, why?
100%. Oh, you don't even know.
Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere. and my pale body became all warm, and then
What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers?
it was Dumbledore. Chapter 5. Author's note. Stop
I love my
flamming.
life.
If you flam it, means you're a prep or a puzzer. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily.
You ludicrous fools!
He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest!
Nice. But anyways, he yelled in a furious voice.
Yeah, you do, McGonagall.
Okay. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Because boning in the Forbidden Forest is mediocre now. But as Professor McGonagall...
How dare you!
Demanded Professor Snape. Demanded? Okay. And then Draco shrieked.
Because I love her! I tried to capture you there.
Good. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Oh, fine. Very well. You may go up to your rooms.
Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Yeah, I guess, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair, and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing, I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Chapter 6. Author's Note. Should just preps. Okay. P.S. I would not update until you give me good reviews. The next day I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted it. Oh, I'm sorry. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale, white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it.
Wait.
He was...
We should have Dylan. Dylan, just try to guess who this is. Keep going.
No.
He was wearing... Just guess out of any of the Harry Potter characters while I read. And then when I get to this point, I'll let you... He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. I still hold my gravitational pull theory, just saying. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and okay, now you can guess because this part would give it away.
Harry, since it's had glasses.
And there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I didn't get one, you sicko. Oh, that's right, I'm also...
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright, what's your name, I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared.
So, dead.
We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me. So I went away with him.
All right, now we should check and see if Dylan's still alive. How you doing?
I don't think it got that bad yet.
Oh no, but that's let's see if he can live through it.
I've read worse so far.
Oh.
You will regret saying that. See, what happened is, from what I've read from other sites, is that for like the first 10 chapters, this person who wrote it named Tara had her friend named Raven help her with the spelling. After that, it's like a plane that just went nosedive down into the deepest pits of Hades.
Oh.
This is awesome.
So chapter 7, for some reason, has a subtitle for the chapter, or title chapter. It's called Bring Me to Life, because my immortal and evanescence and whatever. But yeah, you know. Author's notes. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 god revals in BTW. I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 god vons.
Now,
It's 10 like the medal. Stow Flaming or ill report you, Evany. By the way, this is the second time she spelled it wrong. Isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a satanist. She has problems. She's depressed for God's sake. It's actually sake, but it could be sake as well. If
it's gonna be sake, so...
Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. Just a quick note, that means that they're holding their hands together with nail polish in them. But okay. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like Maru Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door, and then we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically.
How'd you spell that right?
Just looking at it, I don't think she did, actually, I think, or came very close to it. I'm not going to spell check it because my mind is fried from this story. He felt me up before I took off of my top. Dylan, there's something you can relate to. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine and we had sex. See, is that stupid? Also, that means that Ebony is now a male as well. Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting an orgasm. When all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody gothic writing, were the words, vampire. You know, the words, vampire. I was so angry. You bastard, I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed.
No, but you don't understand.
Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily, and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I yelled. Chapter 8. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flashing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. Everyone in class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Draco screamed sadly. My friend Beludi, Mary Smith, smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch. But Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it. And she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith, not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
What is it you desire, you ridiculous gimmick?
Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco. Even though technically she's dating Draco, not Vampire, so it should be the other way around, but that's the least of our problems. I shouted at him. Everyone gasped.
Wait a minute. Should I? Wait, I'm confused already. Do I need to do this bit?
Here's the problem, Dylan. This next part randomly switches to Draco's perspective for no reason.
What?
And then switches back to Ebony with no indication or reason.
Okay.
So yes, you read this.
Alright. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked
Damn right I did.
a stupid fucking we were just good friends now. He gone through horrible problems and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would really hang out with a prep.
No, like I would hang out with a prep.
Oh, sorry.
Not really. You were adding too much. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, I think this is me. Yes, right.
So.
Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco. And then I started to bust into tears.
I'm sorry. I forgot that was part of it.
Chapter 9. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache, and the resin snap doesn't lick Harry now is cause he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks.
I think you were wrong. I think it started going downhill at chapter 9.
Yeah, but remember, at least it's spelled Christian right, where later it's spelled Christina.
That's right.
I was so mad and sad, I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a suddenly, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick.
He didn't have
a nose. Basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort!
So it was like Voldemort, because it was Voldemort.
Yes. And the man with no nose had no nose. But, Ew! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, oh, that's right, I'm also Voldemort.
Yeah.
I'm furious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled, thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his eyes and his gothic black hair, and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face. I have telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not killed Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi.
Hi.
He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Also, before I continue, is he wearing clothes, one?
No. No, I am Draco at the moment, so no.
And how does messy eyeliner kind of like a pentagram? And between Joel Madden and Gerard Way, what?
Do you have any answers, Dylan?
Nope.
Yes, just yes. That would be his answer. Are you okay? I asked.
No.
He answered, I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled.
That's okay.
He said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, macking out. Actually, it's making, but, you know, it probably should be macking. Oh, this gets a little, homophobic, but I'll still read it.
Are you sure? You probably don't have to.
True, but this is the story, and I'm reading the story. So, take note that this is the story. Chapter 10, Author's Note. Stop it, you gay fegs. If you do not lick my story, then fuck off. Just, it turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle, a furt. All in she and Vampire are evil, that's ye. They moved houses, okay? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between... Okay, Dylan, just take note here. Good Charlotte, Slipknot, and MCR. They sound like a cross between them.
What would that even sound like?
Did you know I'm a cross between Bob Marley and Eminem and also Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart?
I listened to it.
I also made Death Country. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it, and Hargrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. And by the way, steak as in the meat. So he's a major vegetarian, or too, I guess. He's like, no. But anyways. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride, because that was so depressing.
You know,
I guess it wasn't, but okay.
It wasn't. It was a good movie.
I put on a black leathered shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. And that's in the story. I didn't just ad-lib that. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. You're Bloody Mary.
No, you're Bloody Mary.
No, see, we made you Bloody Mary at the beginning.
Did we? Is that right, Dylan?
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows.
Because I thought I was Willow.
I don't think so.
Alright, Ebony, are you okay?
Bloody
'Cause I'll
Mary
just
asked
give
in
it
a
a hippie
concerted
voice.
voice. In a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came, and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him, because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
What do you mean fucking tell me?
He shouted.
Oh, okay. How could you fucking poser muggle bitch?
See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry.
Oh god.
I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery. And I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache.
What have you done?
He started to cry wisely. See, that's because Nut's swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why.
Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist.
Chapter 11.
That quickly. We found him in the hall.
2 feet away from you. Author's note. I said stop flaming you prebz. See if this chapter is stupid. 1111. It deals with really serious issues.
Apologies to anyone who ever listened to this.
Great. Read it. Author's note. I said stop flaming you prebz. See if this chapter is stupid. 1111. It deals with really serious issues. See for herself if it's stupid burb. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. I think I died a little inside. Apparently Leon also wrote this.
Oh god.
No, I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off. And then I ran into my... I'm sorry, I was reading this English. And I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes. Her wrists just got all over her clothes. So I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a steak, like the meat, and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. I put on that many earrings. Oh, I'm sorry. Then I looked out the window and screamed, Snap was spying on me and he was taking a videotape of me and Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. You fucking perv, stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it.
On the towel.
Abracadabra, he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb.
Do it.
Okay, fine. Abracadabra, he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. Take my fetus. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in.
Anthony, it's been revealed that someone has no.
He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." That wasn't a quotation, so I read that.
Who says that next line?
It could be. I think it's supposed to be Dumbledore, but I'm not sure.
I'll go as it is. What do you know, Hargrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. Get that? Little Hogwarts student.
I'm just gonna double check here. Let me just make sure Hargrid is the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. You're just a little student, you giant grown man with the beard.
I may be a Hogwarts student, but I'm also a...
Shut up, I'm breathing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Hargrid paused angrily.
But I am also a Satanist! That cannot be!
Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any, I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly.
That's you.
The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked or happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint.
Because...
Hargid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent.
Because you're Gothic.
Snape asked in a little afraid voice, because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan.
Because I love her.
Chapter 12.
Oh, God.
Author's note. Are you all ready?
I don't know. Let me...
And Dylan.
Let's see, can you cover for me for, like, just a couple minutes? Go get
Or
something.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, I'll be quick, I promise. Sorry.
So Dylan, have you actually been paying attention to the story as best you can?
Yes, and I'm very sad inside.
Oh, yeah, the spelling gets worse, and almost every single word I read, I was reading as it was spelled. So, yeah.
I really wish I was 21 right now.
So you could buy a gun or alcohol? Or both?
Alcohol for myself, the gun for the writer.
And it sounds like a troll, right? Like, oh, this is like a troll pasta. It isn't. It really isn't, or at least to my knowledge, because I've seen the YouTube channel this person owns.
Oh. Why?
She seems pretty legit. It'd be great if, like, in a year, she's like, troll, I'm actually a normal person, and I don't think this is art, I was just trolling you. This was written in 2006 to 2007 or 8, something like that. So Dylan, there's gonna be time travel in the future. Fun. But also, you have to pay attention to some really stupid things and call them out, okay? That is your job.
Alright.
So everything?
Yes. Okay, author's note. Stop eyeing, okay? Hargrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American with a K, schools without an H and with a K and a Z are licked at. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian? Like the name. Plus Hargrid isn't really in love with Ebony, that was Cedric, okay?
Do you know who Cedric is?
Nope.
Well, do you want to know who Cedric is?
Sure.
Are you sure you want to know who Cedric is? Okay, so this is pretentious enough, right? This whole story, if you can call it that.
Yes.
So you know Twilight, right?
Yeah.
So Cedric Diggory is a student in Hogwarts, but in the movies he was played by Robert Pattinson, who also played Edward the vampire in Twilight.
Oh.
So it's full circle pretentiousness. I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream, "Oh, MFG, no! My scar hurts!" And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into that lightning ball. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. If you can even call it an accent.
That's about it.
Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning ball. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrists. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered, because they were pedophiles. And you can't have those fucking birds teaching in a school with lots of hot girls with a U. Dumbledore had constipated the video camera they took off me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses.
Inobi, I have to tell you something.
I need to tell you something.
I need to tell you something.
He said in a V-period serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know, I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Even though her coffin's inside was pink, but whatever, and most of her clothing has pink on it, but whatever. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic.
No, Inobi. Those are not roses.
Says, what are they, goths? To you poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses.
I saved your life!
He yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. And I said I replied out loud, by the way.
Yeah, but it's in the quotation marks.
I told you. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? To it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. Wait
a minute, was I...
Wait, so, if that's the... Wait, huh? Because that means
that means he started at you.
Wait, no, because you saved me from getting a Paris Hilton.
Yeah, that may have been him.
I don't...
Oh, God. Just looking at it hurt.
Whatever, I yelled angrily. I pointed his wand at the pink roses. He pointed his wand at the pink roses.
Those aren't roses.
He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, this is not in quotations, but it should be, but I'm gonna read it because it's not in quotations.
Good.
And muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely.
I know. I just went up my vocal cords.
Then he screamed.
I'm not doing... Pintulus Miringo me cream Matio.
For all you cool Gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for you, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. You continue.
Wait, that's me? Imortal Okayo.
Because when a sentence has something in parentheses, it's something that is optionally read.
Ah, okay.
And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. WTF Draco. Hairgrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame but I could see nothing.
You see? Inobi.
By the way, this is like the 5th time. This is the 5th time they spelled her name differently.
Oh, that's not. You see, Inobi, Inabi.
Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame.
To see what is in the flames.
Haha, you reviewers, flames get it.
You must find yourself. Herself. There you go. K.
I have found myself. You okay? You old man. Oh, that's you. It's so confusing. Okay, shut up.
I got.
You can read it. Go.
I have found myself. Okay, you mean old man.
Hargrid yelled, "Humble!"
It's so hard with two people.
Locke's shocked. I guess he didn't barrel, but anyways, I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hargrid stormed off back into his bed.
You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore.
No, that's Dumbledore.
Close enough.
Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black Okay, Dylan, there's gonna be 100 times where I put on the same clothes, so just listen. Put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the end with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me so I look like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, a prep soulful. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss.
Oh no, please, no. No!
Mary, gotta say it.
You look kawaii, girl.
Flutie Mary said sadly. Fangs, get it? You do too, I said sadly too. But I was still upset. I slit both on my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magical magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he used to be in love with Draco.
Disappear, he died.
He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi, back. I said in a Quali said way.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to be equally, but her sentence still wouldn't make sense because it would be I said in an equally said way, which is still stupid. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then, we jumped on each other and started screwing each other.
He did not make that up. I thought he did, but he didn't.
Also, who is Professor McGoggle?
You.
Okay, stop it now, you horny simpletons, shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me, you know I loved, past tense, loved Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Not his blues, they were hidden quite well. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. And by the way,
Aren't you rereading it?
This copy. Yeah, it seems like that, doesn't it? No, she copy and pasted it here.
What?
I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. He said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Special thanks to Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. WTF supposed to writ this 1111111. Hey, Raven, do you know where my sweater I? Chapter 13. Author's note. Raven, thanks for jelping me, Agent. I'm sorry. Aha, talk posture of Gerard, but that guy is such a fucking sex bomb. Prebz, stop flamigning. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore, Dumbledore, we both yelled.
What is it you want now, you despicable snobs?
You didn't let me finish the sentence, you despicable creature.
I'm sorry. I keep reading it like you're supposed to.
You keep getting ahead of yourself. I know you're excited, but trust me.
I'll stop, I promise.
What, is the passive lovemaking not good enough for you? Dumbledore came there.
Don't ever.
Just read.
Where was I at? Oh, gotcha. What?
The first line that you say.
What is it you want now, you despicable snob?
Close enough, but it was, what is it that you want now, you despicable snob. Close enough. He asked angrily, Voldemort has Draco! We shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't, we need to save Draco, we begged.
No!
He said meanly.
I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Oops, not after how much he misbehaved at school. Especially with you, Ebony.
He said while he frowned, looking at me.
Besides, I never liked that much anyway.
Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Author's note. Don't you thick gay guys or lick so hot. It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. Brain blast! I had an idea, he explained. I added that other part, but he did have an idea. What? I asked him. You'll see. He said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out just as we heard a croon voice say, Alacadabra. It was Voldemort. Also, who's gonna be that new character that shows up and dies for no reason?
Oh,
you wanna be it?
I guess it's only fair if I'm it.
Fuck of Prips. Okay, Raven, thanks for helping Agin. I'm sorry I couldn't
making me ill.
update, but I was derp arrest. And I had to go to the hospital cause I slipped my wrists. P.S. I'm not updating till you give me 10 god revows. Warning! Some of this chapter is extremely scray. Vower excretion is... I'm sorry, Vower excretion and fizz.
Oh god.
Are you ready for this, Dylan? Some of this chapter is extremely scray.
Don't you just have faith in humanity, Dylan?
Vower excretion advised, okay? We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Really, because Voldemort's here. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail.
Rid my sight, you despicable preps!
We shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Suddenly he looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. And then, okay, Caden, I need you to say period.
Ellipsis.
No, it's not ellipses, it's a period. There's only one.
Okay, the period.
He said.
Hey, what is that on my freaking screen? Oh god, what did I do?
In this, he is 16 years old, so he is not a pedophile, okay. Her, I asked.
Innoby, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Was that too much? Too much?
No, not enough. Asked Snaketail.
You don't get this very often from me.
I started laughing crudely. What the fuck? You told you my boyfriend, and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard. I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of it like a fountain.
No.
Caden screams a lot in this story. He screamed. He started screaming. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us. So we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There I started crying.
Oh god.
Oh, that's you.
What's wrong, honey?
Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack. Get it? Cause he's so sexy? And a really huge you-know-what and everything. It's so unfair. I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls in preps here except for Bloody Mary because she's not ugly or anything?
Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They're such fucking sluts.
Answered Draco in his weirdest hillbilly accent he can muster.
Okay, I'll go back to normal.
No, too late for that.
Oh my god, what did you do to me? I don't do this.
Yeah, but everyone is in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail is in love with me. He's dead. Just pointing that out. He died. Whatever. I just want to be with you, Draco. Why couldn't Satan have made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily. And don't worry, Enobi isn't a snob or anything, but a lot of people have told her she's pretty. I'm good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It is a fucking curse. I shouted, and then I ran away.
I'm a gird.
Chapter 15, Author's Note. Stop flaming, Ock.
Question?
BTW. Yes?
How many chapters are there?
Oh.
44. 44 with 2 hack chapters.
I can't wait to get to the hack chapters. I haven't read those.
Yeah, because and guess what? They're since it was hack chapters, they were written by someone who knows English.
Oh thank god.
And they actually make this better ending to the story than the author does. Imagine. But anyway, stop Fleming, okay? BTW, you suck from no one. Every time someone flams me, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Thanks to Raven for helping.
Ebony.
Shouted Draco sadly.
What? No, please come back.
It's just imagine him in overalls with the straw hat now.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
But I was too mad. Whatever. Now you can go and have sex with vampire. I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it.
The key.
He looked so yes, he looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. I put on a short, ripped, black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood red letters, and was all ripped into a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood red letters. I put my black hair out. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. Girl, you ain't in no advanced classes. You got held back 17 years, and this is how old you are. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. And Dylan, do you like turning symbols into physical objects? And also, that's the worst part. Suddenly the guitar turned to Draco, so now it's sentient.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Inobi, I love you. Wait, I'm getting somewhere else. I do not care what those figure preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you.
Then he started to sing.
This feels so weird. I feel wrong.
Don't worry.
It's wrong.
That's just natural. It's not wrong, it's just not socially accepted. The Chronicles of Life and Death. We consider it our song now because we felt in love when Joel was singing.
Won't let me.
No, I will not. Right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy. Yeah, he's not. Trust me, he's much more redneck than hillbilly. Like across between Gerard Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson.
Yes. Because why you putting those in right after that?
Don't you think those guys are so hot? If you do not know who they are, get the fuck out on her. OMFG. By the way, when we say that, we're literally, that's what it says in the story. They're speaking in text talk sometimes.
Great.
I said after he was finished, some fucking pribs stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were intertwined with Draco's now. Draco's black nail polish at them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hillary Duff. I fucking hate that bitch. And CMM in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other, all shocked, and then we went together.
Oh, can we? A little believer.
Okay, so let's recap.
Wow.
So Dylan,
Yeah.
tell me everything that has just happened.
I feel wrong.
Don't worry, it goes away around chapter 20. But
okay, it's just I don't do voices very often. I didn't even know I could do that one.
New talent, be a voice actor.
Main girlfriend's boyfriend got caught. I wouldn't say caught cheating, but girlfriend got mad 'cause she thought he was cheating. Found out he wasn't, then got captured by someone that wasn't Voldemort. That person got
Voldemort,
killed.
you mean?
Then boyfriend died?
Don't worry, it's not your fault. It said the boyfriend died, but he didn't. So, you know, Draco. By the way, Harry Potter character treatment.
Then she made a guitar out of a pentagram that then turned into Draco.
Turned into or turned towards Draco? It's very unclear.
Either way, it's great.
And that's all I can really remember right now.
But remember, if she doesn't kill Vampire, then Voldemort will kill Draco. Don't worry, I think the author forgot that was a plot point until later. But
she forgot Draco died 3 sentences after he did.
Yeah, we found him in his room. He died from slitting his wrists, and then it's by Voldemort. I'm sorry, Voldemort or Volxemort.
I like Voldemort.
Whatever
type of
it is.
wood.
So, are you ready yet?
I'm ready.
Author's note. You know what? Shut up. Okay. Prove me you're nut, preps. Raven, you suck. You fucking bitch. Give me back my fucking sweet teeth. Supposed to read this. Raven, WTF, you bitch. You're supposed to do this. BTW, thanks to Brittany5655 for teching my Japanese. I don't know why it's in Spanish.
It might as well have been.
That's all Greek to me. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC... Oh, Kane, remember this confusing chapter?
Oh, no.
Okay, so Dylan, pay close attention, and anyone watching, pay close attention. There, we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena, because that's apparently the only song they ever know. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter, because I knew that we were the only one word. I was wearing a black leather dress and black leather platinum boots with red ribbed fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR t-shirt and black baggy pants. Anyway, we stated moshing to Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his masks. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was... period, comma, ellipses, period. Voldemort and the Death Dealers. WTF, Draco, I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time, even if it's MCR and you know how much I lick them.
What? Cause we, you know...
He gadgeted uncomfortably, cause guys don't like to talk about you know what. Yeah, cause you know, I yielded in an angry voice.
We won't do that again.
Draco promised.
This time we're going to have an escort.
Going with an escort.
Going with an escort, same thing.
OMFG WTF / are you giving into the mainstream? I think it's like a translation. Are you giving into the mainstream, I asked? So I guess you're a prep or a Christina or what now?
No.
He muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily.
Inobi? Yeah.
Inobi.
Okay. I'm not. Please, come with me.
He fell down to his knees and started singing "The World Is Black" by GC to me. I was flattened, because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Okay then, I guess I will have to. I started slipping into Caden voice. I said,
don't call that the Kane voice.
I said, and then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. You have to read this.
No.
Bloody Mary was standing there.
Oh god, this is. I'm gonna botch this even more than it probably did.
No, I doubt that.
Hajime Mashite? Girl.
She said happily, she speaks Japanese, so do I. That means how do you do in Japanese?
Oh, is that... Wait a minute.
I think that's you, because it's... Logically, that would be something someone who said hi would say next. Like, hi, by the way. But, you know... You can read this.
Alright. BTW. Willow that fucking poser got expelled. She failed all her classes, and she skipped math.
Author's note, Raven, you fucking suck, fucking It serves that fucking bitch right. I laughed angrily. Oh, and by the way, just pay attention for the next few lines, Dylan especially.
I'll try.
Well, anyway, we were felling all the presd. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare before Xmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Go on, say it. There, Bloody Mare shook her head inward, liturgically.
Is that still me?
I think that's you because I respond next, and have fun reading that.
Oh yeah. I have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Lupin did it with her. He's necrophiliac.
Indeed he is. Kawaii. I commented happily. To each other in we talk to each other in silence for the rest of the movie.
How do you even do that?
Hey, she's a vampire, and earlier it was established in lore that they had telepathic powers, okay?
Okay.
Oh, hey, BT... Wait, I'm sorry. BT... I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade Day with MCR, I said. I need to wear like the hot set outfit ever. Bloody Mary nodded enragetically.
OMFG. Totally. Let's go shopping. I'm pulling a little bit of a Dan.
Go for it. In Hot Topic, right? I am already getting out my Hot Topic loyalty card.
No!
My head snaped up. What? My head spun. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep?
No! No!
She laughed.
I found some cool Gothic stores near Hogwarts. That's all.
Who told you about them? I asked. Sure, it would be Draco or Diablo or Vampire. Don't even say that name to me or me.
Dumbledore.
She said.
Let me just call our brooms.
Brahms. Get right.
Bro, I'm sorry. I just take a glance and I was like, oh, well, I see what that's supposed to be.
OMFFG Dumbledore? I asked quietly in all caps.
Yeah, I saw that on his desk.
She told me.
Come on, let's go.
We were going in a few punk goth stores, specially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. So is there just stores that pop up that are like, only for this concert?
I mean, it happens so often, I don't see why not.
True. The salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not, because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. Who reads? Oh, that's right, I get to read.
You get all his variations.
Yeah, all 3 of Voldemort, and not counting all the times you misspell his name.
Oh, I wanted Voldemort to be his.
I mean, sure. We only have these for the real goths. Oh, we both have to say this in sync, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, go. Real goths.
Oh, I'm too fast.
Me and Bloody Mary asked, "Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Stab tried to buy a Gothic camera pouch." I didn't even know they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're going to spy on me again. I don't know why we're related.
Why are you doing it to me? I did it. Oh, God, no!
Oh, we already did it in the forest.
Oh.
I cried running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Ew. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said.
Yeah, it looks totally hot.
Totally hot indeed, Bloody Mary, said Bloody Mary.
I just want to say this though for Dylan. The B is separated from the Ludi.
Yeah, there's B, comma, Ludi, so it's Bloody Mary. You know what? I am gonna give it to you free cause you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert tonight? He asked, by the way. You know, he'd be fired for giving a...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I am actually. I look back at him. Hey, BTW, Bondi, Darkness, Dementia, Terra, Way. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said. By the way, Dylan, here's what we're talking about with the different renditions of Voldemort, because in the books, and movie, and everything, Tom Ridd or Ridley or whatever, Riddles, he is Voldemort. So right now, there are 2 Voldemorts in the same universe, and then later, there's going to be a 3rd one. Why? Not counting every time the name changed. So just keep that in mind. Tom Ridd. What are you saying?
Not to mention that Ebony's name changed again.
Yeah, by the way, we're up to what, 6, 7 now?
Yeah, Bondi makes 6.
Tom Ridd, he said, and ran a hand through his black dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, cause I'm going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv. I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go with him, Hargrid flew in on his black brooms looking worried. His broom was looking very worried. OMFG! Oh yeah, that's you, my bad. I'm used to reading everything.
OMFG, Bondi, you need art. You need art. It's hard to read.
Chapter 17.
Oh.
I said, stop flimning the strio. If you're a prep, then do not read it. You can tell whether you're a prep or not by my quiz. It's on my homepage. If you're not, then you rock. If you didn't, then His Willow isn't really a prep. Raven, please do this. It'll promise to give you back her posture. She's gonna fix her spine. Tom Riddle gave us some cool stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted, cause he was really into fashion and stuff. And in parentheses, he's bisexual.
Sexual.
Hairgird. Yes, it's spelled that way. Hairgird. Hargird. Kept shooting at us to come. By the way, C-U-M. Back to Hogwarts. Also, Dylan, are you sheltered enough to not know what that means?
I do know what that means.
Oh, okay. You didn't know when I said cooter, so I'm just wondering.
When did that happen?
Rocket League, I was naming teams. Long story.
Okay.
WTF Hargrid this time. I shouted angrily. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came.
I love hearing you have a stroke.
I also like having strokes. It makes me closer to death. Hargrid went away angrily.
Who? Who? Is it?
Or me. I don't. Who's Willow? Dylan, decide who's Willow.
Kate.
Alright.
Kate, you're
Oh,
Willow.
great. Thank you, Dylan. Hey, bitch. You look kawaii.
Why is she Draco now?
Oh, is it that? Situated. My voice can only go so many different places.
Yeah, but not as kawaii as you. I answered sadly. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you. I answered sadly because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thingy. Yes, corset thingy. with blood red lace on it and a black blood red miniskirt, leather fishnets, and black pointy boots that showed off how pale she was. How do boots show off how pale you were? Does it like highlight your legs because like it's just darkness to black, or is it like see-through?
I remember this.
She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be anorexic.
So are you going to the concert with Draco?
She asked. Yeah, I said happily.
I'm going with Diablo.
Diablo. You have to pronounce that.
It's hard with that voice.
She answered happily. Well, anyway, Draco and Diablo came.
Oh, great. Bring them all in.
They were both locking, extremely hot and sexy, and you could tell their thoughts.
What is that?
We were hot too. Diablo was wearing a black t-shirt that said 666 on it, and he was wearing tons of makeup just like Marilyn Manson. Draco was wearing black leather pants, a gothic GC t-shirt, and black Vans. As in, just to specify, not the vehicle, but like the pants company.
I know.
Oh.
Okay, just thought I didn't know if you were... Yes. He got from the Warped Tower. Not the Warped Tour, Warped Tower. Bloody Mart was going to a concert with Dracola.
Dracola.
Indeed. You know, Dracola is actually a ripoff of RC Cola.
Yes.
Dracola used to be called Naval.
Do you remember him?
Yes. You know, Naval. Not Neville. Naval, as in, you know, your belly button, as they would put it. I hate that word. But it tuned out that he was kidnapped at birth and his real family were vampires, like everyone else apparently. They died in a car crash. By the way, died as in dyed your hair in a car crash. Naval converted to Satanism and he went goth. He was in Slytherin now. He was wearing a black warped t-shirt, black jeans and shoes, and black hair with red streaks in it. We call him Dracula now. That's actually spelled right, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Dracula. Now. Well, anyway, we all went to Draco's black Mercy Benz. Not Mercedes-Benz anymore. Mercy Benz. Get it? Cause we're ick.
How did you even pronounce that?
Hey Dylan, pronounce this word. Gpffik.
No. I don't even know how...
That is...
It's probably just like a gurgling noise.
Kane, go to Google Translate and put it in.
It won't help.
No.
I tried, it just pronounced the letters.
Oh.
That his dad, Lucian, gave him. We did pot, coke, and crack. Draco and I made out. We made fun of dose, stupid fucking Crips. We soon got there, I gasped. Gerard was the sexiest guy ever. He locked even sexier than he did in pics. Does this sound familiar? He had long, raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. Which, by the way, having your hair piercing and blue eyes is not good. He was really skinny and he had an amazing ethnic voice. So is he just going, like, singing the opening to, like, Lion King up there?
Yes! Because of that phrasing, that is now what he's doing.
We moshed to Helena and some otter songs. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask, so did the other members. I gasped. It wasn't Gerard at all. It was an ugly preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Everyone ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. It was Vladimort and the Death Dealers. You moronic idiots, he shooted angstily. Oh, I'm sorry. You moronic idiots, he shooted angstily. Enobi, I told you to kill vampire, thou hast failed. And now I shall kill thou and Draco. No, please. Oh, we should both read that at the same time, Draco.
Oh,
3,
God.
2, 1, go.
No, please.
We begged sadly, but he took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew, as in the disease, in on his broomstick. He had lung, as in the breathing thing, lung, black hair, and long black bread. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back.
No, oh no.
I think it was supposed to be Adam Levine.
I thought so, but jeez.
Avril Lavigne on the back. He shotted a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was Dumbledore.
Dun dun dun. Oh man.
Chapter 18. Dylan, are you prepared?
I guess.
Are you dead yet?
Yes.
On the inside.
It's about to come to the outside.
Dylan, does it feel like you've been asleep for 1,000 years, it seems?
Yes.
Are you so numb?
Yeah.
Do your wounds ever heal?
No.
Will someone wake you up inside?
Please, you're being just as bad. Stop it.
Not just as bad.
No.
Author's note. I said stop flammening. If you do, then you're a fucking drip. Thanks to Raven for the helping stuff. You rock. And you're not a prep. Thanks for Maswooter. P.S. The Ooter as in Dumbledore swore is cause he trying to be gothic, so dur. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner. Black eyeshadow.
Cheryl.
Yes, Cheryl.
Almost like Pokemon.
Blood bed lipstick. And a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so that you could see my beauty. I was wearing
You had to force that out, didn't you?
With black and red diamonds on it.
Inside it.
Yeah, like you were in me. Oh, burn myself, Forbidden Forest time.
You're never gonna. Now, that's your whole reason was to have this as a joke.
I'm never gonna give you up, nor am I gonna ever let you down.
Oh God.
The night before Draco and I went back to the skull. Get it, skull, cause I'm gothic and I like death with with an E, no A. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was blood red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a black MCR boom.
Boom.
Sonic boom.
I mean, like the sound boom?
Yes. We went back to our rooms and we had you know what to a Linkin Park song. I've become so... I'm just imagining it's that one. I can't feel you there. Sorry, Draco. Good. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall, as in, like, sewer Great Hall. There, all the walls were painted black and the tables were black too, but you could see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were posters of poser bands everywhere, like Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys, because they needed to be here. WTF, I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a Good Charlotte t-shirt. Oh, I'm sorry, Charlotte a t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs. My thighs, apparently. And black boots and fishnets. Vampire Dracula and Draco came. Ew. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Those guys. Who's naval?
You're him.
Because you're insecure?
No, but because I've been everyone that's showed up now.
Those guys are so fucking hot. Naval was saying as suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. You were waiting for him to came?
I've been waiting for him to show up.
He was the same one who had chased away Vlodmort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation and he had dyed his hair, as in rabbit, black. Okay, so everyone in the party needs to say Dumbledore. And 3, 2, 1.
Dumbledore!
1. We all gasped. WTF, I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort.
Oh god.
Hello,
everyone!
Gothic.
Oh, okay. Darn it! Let me do it all. Hello, hello.
Oh, you sound a lot like when I asked you to join the party today.
As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. What Jack do you think about it? He's drunk. He's drunk now. I'm gonna do it that way.
Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor, started to cheer. We goths just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was, one.
By the way, you can call me Albert.
Yeah, he is drunk. We called as we left to our classes.
Oh,
you're Draco.
What a fucking poser.
Draco shouted angrily as we to transformation.
What the crap? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember we to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it? Way. Lick Gerard. By the way, when I say that, that's stuff that the author has put in parentheses, but
in
not stated as... Yeah, they didn't state it was an author's note either.
Oh.
It isn't me just interjecting, no, it's the story interjecting itself. But I didn't say anything. Okay, who's Willow?
You, I think? Me? Dylan?
I think it was you, because you were the one who's groaning about the kawaii thing the second time.
Okay. Oh yeah, I get. I heard that was.
The
I'll just give him the
robot
same
dude.
voice. Oh, that's right. I bet he's having a midlife crisis.
Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. Chapter 19, and by the way, this one has a subtitle. I'm nuts. Okay, I promise. Author's note. Please stop flaming the story if you do a foken prep and jealous. Okay, 1-1 from Noqua on Imgong to Delt men revows 1-1-1 BTW Evonid a poor blood so der 1 fangs to Raven for for the help 1-1.
Now, one sec. I swear, just looking at this has made me forget how to read.
Looking at this has made me, like, it's slowly a nail being driven into my head and it's giving me a lobotomy. Every author's note and interjection is giving me a lobotomy. All day we sat... Oh, what was you saying?
I should print this out and give it to my English teacher.
Mai would probably hang herself in the classroom. All day we sat angrily, it's not angrily, it's angrily, thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to, the MCR concert. It had been postponed, so we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad and started crying all hot and angsty. Ernst sensitive bye guys hot. So hot.
No one fucking understands me, one.
He shouted angrily as his black hair, as in rabbit, went in his big blue eyes. Ew, that would
rabbit.
hurt.
It hurt.
Oh, like Billy Joe in Boulevard of Borkin Dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. So does he just have like a dye on, like as in the rolling kind that you do in like dice games? Does he just have one of those like
He's
on
rolling
his
a
shirt?
D20.
He's not that cool. Get it? Instead of tie, cause I'm
It's a
Gothic.
D3.
More like a D1. There is one side to it. It is literally a piece of... It doesn't even exist. It's a 1D item. I was wearing a... Oh, and apparently the story shifted from Draco to me now. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it. All over it.
Wearing that, too.
I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, a black leather mini. So does that mean she has like chain to her like shirt? Like her mini skirt just chained to her shirt? Is that what she's saying? Black
I think that is.
Black high-held boots and a cross-belly thing. My hair was all up in a messy rally high bun like Amy Lee and Gong under. Email me if you wanna see the pic. Excuse me? What about me? I growled. I'm sorry. Excuse me? What about me? I growled.
But.
Bye, but.
Oh, bye, but. Gotcha. Darn it.
You can reread it. I'm okay.
Bye, but.
He grunted. You fucking bastard. I moaned.
No, wait. It's not what it looks like. He's a robot now. Darn it.
Make him country. Go or hillbilly. Make him live in the hills. Make him a hobbit.
No. Wait. It's not what it fucking looks like.
He shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard as an animal's. I ran to the bathroom angrily, cringed. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears on down my feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys.
I think Dylan just threw his headset and just...
Dylan, come back to us.
I was coughing.
Just turn it off to cry.
No, just coughing.
Oh, but did you hear it though?
Yes.
I think you should reread it.
Sure.
I whipped and wept as my bloody eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Raven, that is so our video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. So Dylan, I pulled out a cigarette and I started smoking pot with it.
Okay.
Suddenly Hargrid came. He had appurated. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. WTF do you think you're doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Hargrid. Someone else was with him too.
Oh yeah.
For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore.
Hey, I need to ask you a question.
He said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse.
What are you wearing to the concert?
You know who MCR are? I gasped.
No. I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goofs and punks going to.
He said.
Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you. I'm just going in.
Chapter 20, Dylan.
We made it to 20. We're almost to where I suffer through.
There's 44 chapters, and 2 of them being a troll hack chapter that someone put into the story, but it is better than the story. Sadly, only 2, if that. If not, maybe, I think maybe just 1 even, I don't know. Anyways, chapter 20, author's note. I said I denati her cur what you think stuff poflamen. Okay, Preps 1, thanks to Raven for the help. 1, oh yeah. BTW, it'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. Okay, Dylan, you got that? Do not expect updates. Clear as mud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day, I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I pot on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace stuff all over it, and black gothic compact boots. MCR gong to do the concert again since Volksemort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to Fang You for the Venom. I got all mad and turned it of, but sacredly, I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Oh god.
That's you.
I know it is. Regardless, if it was Lupin or her, it would still be me. So Dylan, you know how to spell come, right? Like, as in come over here?
C-O-M-E.
Yeah, you know how they don't spell that?
I can guess.
So, okay, just listen to this attempt at a sentence. Are you gonna come rape me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo.
But it's never okay to say that.
No act, Shelley, get it, hell. Can I pulls burrow some condoms? He growled angrily. There. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Fuker, he said, gong away. Is everyone just carrying around a gong and they just boo shit as soon as they're leaving? Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went. Then I gasped. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching one.
Dylan's Dobby.
Dylan's just watching. He likes to watch. But anyways, so Snake and Lupin, that's both of us. So now we both have to shout this. And also, why is me and Caden doing it all the time? I don't like Caden at all, let alone that way.
This is not how things are supposed to be.
Well, get ready. Me hating him like I do now. But anyways, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god.
You ludicrous
idiots.
And perfect unity. They both shoot it angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up though. And by the way, Dobby did indeed go away crying. I did not add that because it's Dylan. Normally I would, as in the building material, have Ben, as in the name, turned on I love sing guys do it, but both of them were fucking preps. BTW, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now. What, WTF, is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. See, I spelled that. Okay, so am I Lumpkin now?
Yes, Lupin.
So, Dylan, Lupin in the books is spelled Lupin, they spell it Loopin, and then, now they spell it Lumpkin. Only you wouldn't give them to me. Lumpkin shouted angrily. Well, you should have told me, I replayed. So I had to read that again now? Well, you should have told me. Your turn.
You dimwit!
Snake began to shoot angrily. Then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything.
I'll get ready for this.
3, 2, 1. Well, excuse me. They both shouted angrily. I think it's Ebony talking. What was that all about?
Yeah, what was that all about, Stumpy?
It was to blackmail you, I snarked. So I did that. So now, next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them, and they tripped over it. Man, that must have been a hemorrhage. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire looking extremely
Have a hemorrhage.
WTF, where did Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come, and yes, it is spelled C-U-M. Vampire said, shaking his head, you wanna come with me to the concert? Yes, C-U-M, again. But, then, he showed me his flying car. I gasped.
I wish they put the ellipses right after it showed me.
Yes. It was a black car. He said his dog father, Sirius Black, had given it to him. And I discussed this with Caden earlier. Either this person is a genius by naming it Dog Father because Sirius can turn into a wolf, or they're really, really stupid. I can't tell.
Oh, by the way, nearly every time we've said black, it's been without a C.
Oh yeah, every time, except for a few times, it has just been C-less. Also, the license plate on the front said, and by the way, when I say said, is seldom ever is it S-A-I-D, it's S-E-D.
But surprised that we can decrypt this.
The license plate on the front said MCR666 on it. The one on the back said Enobi on it. I gasped. He drove illegally, apparently. But anyway, we flew illegally anyway. But we flew to the concert hall. MCR were there, playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. M-U-Z-I-K. I gasped looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm with an extra I. Gerard was so fucking hot.
Wait, what do you think he sung, Dylan?
I can't remember what you said past couple times, but the same song he's
All the
singing.
time.
He began to sing Helena, and his beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner, just like
I
the
was
real
next
Draco.
to him.
Chapter 21. Finally, we're old enough to drink. But anyways,
God, I need it.
I will drink the bottle dry. I will drink out entire taverns. I will make the United States go through prohibition again because there will simply be no more alcohol in the world. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. Oh, by the way, this is the author's notes, if you couldn't tell. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bitch Ravern, cause it fuck you prebs. I whoops, saws Raven thanks for the help, by the way. Or I'm sorry, BTW, Transylvania rocks Harad 1. I even got to go to the Kazel word.
Whoa.
Dr. Cola was filmed. Well, I'm sorry, filmed.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Later, don't worry, you're gonna read soon anyway, so that will end shortly. Later, we all went in the skull. And by the way, it's never school, it's skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice.
No, I'm not, you fucking bitch.
He shouted angrily. He started to run out of the place in a suicidal way. Okay, again, I pointed this out earlier when I read this bit with Caden. How do you run out of a place suicidally? Like what, are you having a noose around your head?
Yes.
I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide again, apparently. Because he did this. It's okay,
to
no.
come back.
It's okay, Anobi, said Vampire comfortably. I don't know why the narrator now sounds like this. I'll make him feel better. Oh, my.
You don't mean.
You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you?
Oh,
I shouted
don't
angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Well, he should have waited. Draco, please come. He began to cry. Not the first time. I'm sure you get it. Actually, it's usually the opposite. But anyways, tears of blood came down his pale, as in like...
The bucket.
Yeah, the bucket face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive
Love
mind
seeing
guys.
people cry.
Also, Dylan, in parentheses, if you're a homophone, then fuck off. So yeah, if you're a word that's spelled the same but pronounced differently and has different meanings, then you can suck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got...
Who's gonna be this?
Who wants to be Mr. Chuck Norris? But anyways, Dylan, choose who gets to be Chuck Norris. I know it's not Chuck Norris, but it's spelled like Norris. That way.
Since it's close enough, it's Cadence.
Cool. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility Coke. As in, like, cocaine or Coca-Cola, I can't tell.
Same thing.
We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand.
Who's there?
Good, that's how I hope the voice would sound. He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to meow loudly.
Is anyone there? Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Is anyone there?
Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, you preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch. Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. Dylan, do you wish you could shove your head underneath your nipple and yell at people?
Yeah, sure.
Same.
Oh,
And read
okay,
this
so...
correctly.
Excuse me! Excuse me! Who said that?
Yelled Mr. Norris. Danny heard Filch meow.
Filth, is there anyone under the cloak? Wow, this is went places I didn't plan for it to go.
He asked. Filth nodded, and then Vampire
I'm so
Frenched me.
sorry. I'm so bad.
He did it just as ... Mr. Norris was taking of the cloak one.
What?
He yelled, but it was too late because now we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco! I cried. Are you okay?
I guess. Though.
Draco wept. We went back. Though what? I don't know, but though.
Yeah.
We went back to our
Kind of
coffins.
confused on that.
Also, do you like how earlier in the story, Enobi or Ebony or Enopi,
Bonnie.
Pikachu was all like, the author's like, she's not a slut, even though she just cheated on him like twice now. Whatever. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that the prison? On the gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock on the door in Fug and Mystery of Magic. By the way, it's supposed to be Ministry of Magic, but Mystery of Magic walked into the school one.
I don't even know who Fug is.
Who is Fug supposed to be? Chapter 22. Author's Notes. SDFU pribs, stop Fleming, okay? If you do not lick it, fuck of. I know it's Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault, okay? 11. You suck 1. No, just kidding, Raven. You fucking. Wait, fucking. Rock pribs suck 1. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Oh my god, magic, man. It's just the worst. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. Could you just not? I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas. Because my pajamas, I'm like, you know what, I should wear leather. Just get pajamas. That's more latex, but regardless. Old style. Mad Max pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me where B, semicolon, Ludi Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow.
Oh,
By
great.
the way, I have to read out... Yes, most of you, and I have to read out all of your clothing. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy shirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Wait, so he was wearing pants and Vans? Like what, Vans shoes? Do they make shoes? Well,
Yes.
Okay. Wait, no, he was wearing gothic boots. Wait, no. Never mind. It's just written poorly. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and black jeans and a leather jacket. He looked just likey Gerard Way and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked
Do you
just...
like King Gerard Way? I hope so.
You know, it hurts me inside because I'm a fan of MCR. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed all...
Poofy.
Shut up. You're ruining the mood. I was describing clothing. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed of all her clearage, with a white apron that said bitch. And by the way, the word bitch has never once been spelled correctly in the story.
How else it's been spelled?
Without the T.
Wow.
And other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once. No, she didn't. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. Oh yeah, who's gonna be Darkness if she even talks? I don't even know.
I don't think she talks, so you can do it. I'll be one of the other people that comes up here.
She
one
was
of those if they ever talk.
She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it, and a lace-up top thing, and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before too. It's supposed to be wrapped them, I think, but I'm not sure. They all got so depressed, like I am now, that they became gothic, like I am now, and converted to Stanism, like I did just now. All hail the almighty Stan. OMFG, I yielded.
Can I share with you the good work, Stan?
Dylan, sorry to bother you, good sir, but I would like to share with you the word of Stan. It will take but only 5 minutes.
Sure.
Which was the first lie.
5 minutes and 7 hours, actually. Here, take my pamphlets.
I'll still talk, though.
See, Stan is all about just, you know, leading us into the revolution. And now I'll get back to the story, even though what I was about to make up would be far more interesting. OMFG, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? And nobody... Oh, that's you. They need to state who's talking
is really good.
Draco said, okay.
I'm ready.
But I need to put my fucking clothes on first, I shouted angrily.
It's alright. We have... I can't keep it. We have...
Say it. You have to say it.
We have to go now. And you look away. It's so fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're all... Oh, Dylan, but you have to tell me why you're being all erective.
Oh, you don't even know.
Well, I am that beautiful, apparently.
Oh, you got down. No. I'm not to get too much into this.
Save
Don't
the
ever
RP
fall
for
completely in.
Don't ever go full retard.
I think we went past that point already.
We went beyond the point of no return.
See, we're doing this so you don't have to.
They're listening to it, they are becoming corrupt, all one of them.
Spread Stanism across the land.
Let the world know that our downfall was because we didn't accept Stan as our Lord and Savior fast enough. Now, Tell me why you're being all erective.
I will.
You said.
I need to stop that. I need to change it or something. I'm kidding.
No, that's fine. Dylan, you're the audience. What do you think?
Keep it.
Good. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and eyeshadow. Wow, she spelled it right. And red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then I came.
Without any clothes. Without changing clothes at all.
Well, I mean, it would just ruin my clothes if I came with my clothes on.
Alright,
hey, it's just, the sentence was just, then I came. It can be interpreted any way I want. Right, Dylan?
Yep.
We all went outside the Great Hal and looked in from a widow.
Why?
A prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hillary Duff t-shirt. So we put up our middle fingers at
all of us.
Yeah, that's a lot of fingers. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia. Oh yeah, who's gonna be Cornelia Fudged?
You, because it's fudge. I don't know why. Man, I'm reading a little bit ahead.
Cornelia Fudged was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. Who's gonna be Doris?
I'll be Rumbridge.
Cool. This cannot be. She shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bog Lord is planning to kill the students. So yelled Cornelia Fudge.
You're not fit to be principal any longer.
Matey. Yelled Rumbridge.
You are too old. Your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry, or Voldemort will kill your students.
I prefer the pirate, but close enough. Now it's your turn. You're still Dumbledore.
Okay. Oh, that is well. That is well. But...
Dumbledore said angrily, turning into Stallone.
But we cannot do this. I'm just walking now. We can't close the school. There's only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in school, and her name is Inani Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
You must be drunk. But anyways, one thing to point out is that she thinks
really be drunk.
One thing to point out is that the author thinks dementia has to do with demons. No. It's usually applied to old people going mad, like cray-cray, you know, like memory issues.
If I could put any voice here, then it would, it'd so be Dr. Hoff.
Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Ellipses! Chapter 23.
Whew, man, that wasn't as nearly as many chapters as it felt.
Yep, I'm not even going to add up the number, it'll just make everyone sad. But,
how far was I? Oh, daggum, that was 36, wasn't it?
Yep, actually we gained to about 37, but yes. Author's note. Da hut. Da fuck up bitches. One, just jealous, cause I got 10,000 revals. It never said good revals.
That is true.
Thanks to Raven for the help in telling me about the books, girloo, rock. Let's go shopping together.
So, Raven is one we have to thank for this, Jim.
Don't look at me.
Not. Why'd you do this? How could you?
I'm sorry, I was 6 at the time. I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure a 6-year-old could write better.
I did, and I spelled words like a lot. I spelled it A-L-L-O-T when they're both just separate words. And the word out, I put W's instead of U's. But guess what? I learned that and I fixed it in 2nd grade. So, ha. Take that. The door opened and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us.
Dumbledum.
Go on, Rumbridge.
Okay. Master. Oh, wait. Whoa, now. How do I get my voices back? Wait, what B are you doing? What the beep are you doing?
Also, do you like how it's Mr. Way? Meaning that Anobi is officially a dude now? I mean, I suspected it when they said they pushed both of their boy thingies together, but you know, thought that was just bad typing. Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. I guess his air horn.
Is that me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she made a mistake.
He corrupted her.
She means, hi, everybody, come in.
And by the way, cum is indeed spelled C-U-M. Well, we all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco, and opposite Bloody Mary, Crabbe and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Volo. I ate, as in the number, some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire, Draco, WTF? I asked. That's a question. I mean, I guess technically, but it's usually a statement. Okay, so you yelled first.
You fucking bastard.
Yelled Draco and Vampire. Yeah, bustard. And then you have to read that, and you have to read it the way it's written.
Okay. Oh god. I want to shit next to her. One.
No, I do, shouted.
No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch.
Yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She laves me, not you.
She laves me.
Shouted Vampire, and then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them. Yes.
Just keep going.
Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, the terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. You having a giggle, mate?
I just love how he shows up like this.
Happens.
Just through the window.
He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. What? When you break glass, it is broken? No. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort. Also, who's Darth Valor? Am I Darth Valor?
If you are, you have to do it in Darth Vader's voice.
E. Bobby. Ebony. I can't do Darth Vader, but I can try. Darth Vader said evilly. Shut up, in his raspy voice.
Hey, I'm just trying to help.
Thou hast failed your mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too. I am also your father. Please don't make me kill him, Pools. I begged. No. He laughed crudely. Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling. That's what he sounds like when he's flying away now. I bust into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me. Oh no, not... She's like, hey everybody, watch what I can do with my arms. Wraps them around her like legs somehow. Let's see, where was that? There it is. Suddenly my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way. No. I screamed sexily. Suddenly I locked up and stopped having the vision.
Ebony. Yes, I'm going with that.
Do the Nixon.
Alright. Do the Nixon.
Asked Draco in a very worried voice. Yeah. I said sadly, I got him. Everything's alright, Nobby, said Vampire.
Certainly not.
No, it's not. I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. Oh, MFG, what if I'm getting possessed like in The Ring 2?
That's what she said, too.
Yeah. If you're gonna quote a movie, one, make sure it makes sense, and two, make sure it's a good movie. Also, I think you were Bloody Mary.
Yep. It's okay.
Hey, could you work on holding the girl? Because it's in the U.
It's okay, girl. Better?
Said Bloody Mary. Yes, Bloody Mary.
Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about
That
what the
wasn't-
visions mean, Bo. I know, that's why I'm laughing.
Okay, I said sadly. Then we went. Chapter 20.
Then we went.
Author's note. Prebz, Stup, Flaming, the story, just jealous, so fuck you, okay, go to hell with one L, 11, so I guess it's Nordic now. Raven fags for die help. Ugh. You know, whenever they say something stupid, I can't even get insulted because how stupid it is.
I'm doing
probably a
these
misspelling.
voices to break down my sanity, so I can
Good,
get
you
through
need-
it.
Yes. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Trevelry about the
Who
visions.
is that?
Okay, hey, Dylan, who gets to be Professor Sinister?
You.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Konnichiwa, everybody come in. Said Professor Sinister in Japanese. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. You know, it's probably because she dyed it so much, her hair just lost all sort of integrity. Also, HR mom was a vampire. She also half Japanese, so she speaks it in everything. She and Bloody
Which that
Murray
has nothing to
get
do
along
with it, but it's fine.
She's really young for a teacher. Today she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong. I raced my hand, as in, like vroom vroom Forza raced my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is it? What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it? Hot Topic with a K? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? Ho, about now, she asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class, fucking dismissed everyone. Professor Trevelry said, and she let everyone go, except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exorcise. Get it? No, I don't. 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having lots of visions. I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me black cryptal ball to lock in. I looked at it. What do you see? She said. I said, I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. So the door was Draco. He was looking really sexy wearing that doorknob.
I had a joke. I was just waiting for you.
It's dumber. Sexy wearing that black leather face it.
Aw, I wasn't quick enough. I was gonna say black leathered overalls, but you know.
A black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt and black Congress shoes, because nothing says sexy like black Congress shoes. And this is what's written. Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt, said Professor Sinister. Ew, I said it's so gross. It wasn't just a word, I said it's so weird. Bye, bitch, I said leave.
Why is everyone so mean to each other?
No, that's just a thing. I went to Draco and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together, and I was so exhibited. Chapter 25. Stop flaming, okay? If you do not, it'll tell Justin to bet you up 1111, and it'll tell all the NREDs to put Virtuas in your computer. 111111111111. Fuck you 1. Raven, thanks for the help 1. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside and then we went into Draco's black car. This is you.
Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevorly say?
Whispered Draco, potting his gothic witch hand on with black nail polish on mine.
I wish you could just see this thing.
She said she would tell me what the visions meant. Toro Mao. I grumbled in a sexy voice. Oh, I'm sorry. She said she would tell me what the visions meant. Toro Mao. I grumbled in a sexy voice.
You're gonna kill me.
He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it and gave it to me to spork.
You
Hey Dylan, pay close attention. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it and gave it to me to spork.
What?
He started to fly the car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR.
Oh, holy shit, I need to put on that.
You have to read these lyrics this time.
No, I'm not reading any lyrics.
Well, it's only like 2 lines though.
Yeah.
You ended on me.
Okay.
You don't have to sing it though. You can just say it in your...
And all these things that you never ever told me. And all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me.
Oh, by the way, that was supposed to be Gerard, so you shouldn't have sang that, but cool. Sang Gerard's sexy voice.
See, that's why she likes Draco so much.
Yeah, he does sound like him. We started tiling of each other's clothes fervently. He took of my black thong and my black leather bar. By the way, we found this out later. Leather bar isn't what you think it is. It's actually supposed to be bra, but she can't spell. I took of his black boxers, then he put his trobbing, you know what, in my tool sexily. Again, she's a male. I'm just saying it.
Oh, God.
OMFG, Draco. I screamed, having an orgasm. We stated Frenching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. So it really was indeed passively. I started having a dream, as you do when you sleep. In it, a black guy was shooting two Gothic men with long black hair.
Ooh, wow, okay.
So me and you are both the Gothic men. So we had to read this and say 3, 2, 1, go. No.
No. Please.
Please. Don't fucking kill us one. And my echo. They pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car like the Flintstones. No! Oh my scared 11. I shouted in a scared voice.
And the thing you want to wake up to.
Oh, every night.
What's wrong?
Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry tears. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lickin' Park mobile. But as an ass, the worst thing was who the people who were shot in the dream were. Lucian and Sirius 111.
Oh, God.
Chapter 26. Author's notes. Prebz, stup, flaming, sada, stree. Okay, 1. If you did not lick the story, then go fuck yourself. You fucking prep. You suck. 111. Oh, why? And I wasn't. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist, okay, 11?
Oh, by the way, I just want to say,
yes.
Whoever came here for, looking for this game is in for a good surprise.
I mean, there's only so much of numbers being generated repeatedly that you can look at. Also, I'm sure, Dylan, you better be getting your angel investors, and you better be getting your mega bucks.
I am saving my money to get megabucks, and I actually need to check on my... Well, I have not been my Mars investors. Thank you.
He was asleep the whole time.
Then we had the restart. Dylan,
Yep.
do I have to restart this entire thing?
No.
Okay.
Good.
Also,
Thank
a
you.
few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather Jackson. Black leather pants and a good Schra t-shirt. Man, you know how good spelling is? Hi, Vampire. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Vampire. I said flirtily as I started to
Sounds more
sob.
like it's in pain.
Same thing. Draco hugged me sexually, triant to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it. Vampire shouted angrily. He started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? Yes. I don't know, I said. Now, come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. You have to read it exactly how it's written.
Sire, our dads have been shot, but I think mine was better.
Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Boy, you better stop crying. I'm gonna whip some tears off your face.
You know, we had a vision in a dream, dream. I don't know how to...
Dream.
There we go.
Double A odor started to cockle.
How do you expect me to know Evan is not divisional?
Trust me, you cannot divide by 0. We're at the ground level here. I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker. Wait, no, that's you. Wait, he
Wait.
said? Who's he?
There's too many he's here. We don't know who it is. That's,
I think it's you, because it would have said I if it was Ebony.
What about? What?
I don't know if it was Vampire.
Okay. Look, motherfucker. He's
He said angrily as Dumbledore gasped. See, is that toot of Crackter?
What is that even supposed to be?
I think that's supposed to be, is that out of character? But what she put is, see, is that toot of Crackter?
Oh my god. You know very well that I'm
I think
not.
it's supposed to be me now. But
Is
whatever.
it?
Because,
Oh, go for it.
you know, I trust me, it's not your fault. You know very well that I'm not decisional.
Decisional.
Now get some fucking people out there to look for Sirius and Lucien. Porto! You know the word pronto? No, porto.
Okay.
That's like Squanto's life. Is it like a porno made of Squanto's life?
Sure. Okay. Anyway.
You're Dumbledore, so read that.
Yes. Well, okay.
He said in an intimidated voice.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
I fought about it, then all of a sudden, Long Dawn, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff. After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I all left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room. We looked at each other's gothic derp arrest eyes.
Yes, it is so derp. We looked at each other's derp eyes.
No, really, it is derp
It
arrest eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly Sirius and Lucien came in on stretchers, and Professor Sinister was behind them one. By the way, now we're on chapter 27, and this one has a subtitle or a chapter title.
Let's go to
Vampires.
party for tonight.
Yes, vampires will never hurt you. Author's note. You know what? 111. I do not give a fuck what you probs think about me. 1111. So stop flaming the fucking story, bitches. 1111. Thanks to Raven for her love and sport and help. I love you, girl. Saws. I couldn't update. Lol. I was really depressed. I slit my wrists. I had to go to the hospital. Raven, you rock girl. 1111111111111111111. Everyone in the room started to cry happily. Not happily, happily. I had saved them. Draco, Lucien, Sirius, Bond, Vampire all came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Who's Professor Sinatra?
I can't. I would, but I can't sing.
True, but I can't either. I mean, I can barely play the violin. Is that close enough?
I'll do it. I'm just gonna do regular voice. I've been waiting to do this. Come on, Anobi.
Oh, I did. It's spelled C-U-N-M, so...
Immediately.
I was waiting. So said Professor Sinatra. She was wearing a gothic black leader dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it, and fucking black platinum boots. This is still you, I think.
Is it? I have to tell you, the fucking
Perdition.
perdition.
I locked at Lucian Seraph's Drake. I locked.
What is even
Luc-
happening anymore?
I locked at Lucian Seraph's Drake. Who's Drake? Is that supposed to be Draco? But for some
Yes,
vampire.
Draco is now played as by Drake Bell.
You know, at least it would be better than some of the stuff he's been doing recently.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I smelled happily and went into a dark room. I had changed Professor Sinister, took out some black cards. She started to look into a black crucible ball. She said, "Tara, I see Drac times are near." Yeah, that's right, Dylan. Drac times. Such Drac times these are. She said, "Badly." Indeed she did, Story. Indeed she did. She peered into the balls. You see, you must go back in time. She took out a time toner like Bloody Mary had when Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful. He got his hearth broken. Oh, I'm sorry, Borkin. He got his hearth Borkin. Now, do you think he would still become Volxemort if he was in love? Well, since it's the past and this is the present, then yes. I shook my head. You must go back in time to seduce him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow, and you can do it. Okay, I said sadly. We did death's touch sin. I went outside again sadly. Oh great, we both have to read this. You read it in your awful voice, I'll read it in my other awful voice.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
What
Fucking happened? Yeah, wait, who is... Okay, so now...
Dylan, just go with us here.
Yeah, because we don't... So, we never described who Darkness was. You're Willow and you're Bloody Mary. So I guess I'll be Darkness, and you have to say your lines twice now.
Okay.
3, 2, 1... Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened?
Also,
they all sound like Draco.
Barely. Ask Darkness, Willow, and Boldy Mary in question mark.
Boldy Mary.
I think the author was confused. Boldy Mary? I was about to tell them, but everyone was there. They were celebrating Lucian and Sirius being fond. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name, and some reporters were there trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking preps were there, obviously trying to be Gothic, wearing the him sign on their hands, despite them not having actually heard of him. Even
Are you serious? That's what it's supposed to be.
Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Lies. Krabbe and Goiki had set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Wesley's Wizard Wises. I put on my invisibility cloak with Vampire and Draco, and we sneaked outside together. Chapter 28. And Dylan, we're almost done, and then we have to continue this later. We'll finish it in the next episode, but for now, we need to continue till we get to chapter 30. We're only on chapter 8 now. 28, not 20.
So just hold on to dear life, and I'll try to hold on to my sanity.
Also, I'm surprised Dylan hasn't actually been enjoying the story. It's spelled worse than he spells his messages. I mean, at least I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Author's note. I said stop glufloding the story. It was a miscat when Professor...
the keyboard there.
When... I think she has been she has been trying to type with her nose. When Professor Rellery said that, okay, 1111111 go to fucking hell 1111. You suck. Thanks to Philly for the help one. Raven have fun with Kiwi 111111. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands, Lick, MCR, GC, Marlon Mason, all over.
Don't you know?
Also, a big black coffin was in the middle. Red velvet lined the black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls in them. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet suckings, and a black leather thong underneath. Ow, 1, chafing, and 2, I don't need to know. I sat down on one of the chairs dispersedly. So did Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Vampire asked, potting his alabaster hand on me. He was wearing black nail polish.
When you first told me that, I thought it was owl.
I was wearing black nail polish with red crosses on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I said. Yeah, I guess I said, sadly. Draco also pawed his hand on mine sexually. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick, not with my face. The problem is, I have to seduce Volxemort. I'll have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugged him.
Okay.
This is Draco.
Okay.
And you better pronounce the name right.
It's okay, Bobby. It's okay, Bobby.
Oh, God dang it, Bobby.
Exactly.
He said finally.
But what about me? You're not gonna break up or anything, are you?
Of course not, I gasped.
Really?
Sure, I said. We French sexily. Vampire looked at us longingly. Then I took off Draco's MCR shrift and seductively took of his pants. He was hung lick a Stallone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Anobi on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like Gerard Way. Vampire took a video camera. I had said it was okay before. I took of my clothes, then we were in for the rid of our life. We started fretching as we climbed into the coffin. He put his Spock, yes, his Spock, in my you-know-what, and passively we did it.
Passively?
So I had the idea, Dylan.
No!
What, you don't want me to tell him what I think?
Go for it. Just take as long as you want.
Okay, so Dylan, you know the Spocker, right? Live long and prosper with your fingers in a V shape kind of thing?
Yeah.
I imagine he's just fingering her that way. And then she's not into it at all. That's why it's passively. Oh, and now you have to scream this at the top of your lungs, Draco.
I love you, Bobby. Oh, let me feel you. I need to feel you.
Oh my. He screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, also who? So I'm McGoggle and you're
And I'm
Snow.
Nope.
So we have to say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
What
What
the
the
fuck are you
are
doing?
you doing? That was almost perfect that time. It was ... Snope and Professor McGoggle 111.
I just love that name, McGoggle.
It becomes
Fudge
McGoogle
and
later.
McGoggle.
I'm not joking, that she literally says McGoogle later. Okay, so chapter 29.
Oh, here it comes.
Author's note. Sot das Volk up 11 just jelaus cause preps so you 1111 Raven you rock girl thanks for the help MCR rock 66611. Okay, now we need to both say this at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my
Satan.
Satan. One.
We screamed as we jumped out of the coffin.
We
Snapped
jammed, all we
Professor
jammed.
McGonagall started to shoot at us angrily. Oh, and by the way, Dylan, you know what we were doing?
No.
You don't know what the intercourse is?
Yes.
Oh, you don't? Want me to explain it?
No, I do know this.
No,
Just, I'm...
no. He'll
Okay,
learn in his
and
own due time.
so yeah, the next sentence, is not. It has the word "come" in it, but it's not spelled as in "come over here." It is spelled as in the other. So
Isn't it always the other?
almost
Yes,
always.
But...
So I'm gonna read it because I'm Preacher McGonagall now.
You're a preacher now.
Come now, one
What?
Preacher McGonagall yielded. We did guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Snoop garbed the caramel and put it in his pocket. Hey, what the fuck? 111. Vampire shoot it
I love
angrily.
how the ones just breaks it all down.
Oh, this is you. This is perfect.
Yeah, Buster, what the fuck are you gonna do with that camera?
Draco demanded, all protective, looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes.
Look, oh, wait a minute. Is that still Draco?
It might be.
I'll just say this. Look, Dumbledore knows your little secret, and if you do this again, then you will go to St. Mango's. So give back the camera. One.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's you actually. Wait, no, yeah, you're Snoop. It's just on quotations. So.
The mystery of Mogic.
The Moogles.
Yes. Thinks he's crazy. There is no way Day will believe him.
Snoop laughed meanly. Yeah. Yes, so shut your mouth, you insolent... Wait, I'm sorry, you're innocent fools, yelled Professor McGoggle. She made us come into a weird room with white stones all around. There were all these weird tools that, you know... It only makes it better that they keep including the word "come." But yes, Draco started to cry all sexy and sexative. Get it? Cause he's a sex bomb. Lol. Tom fell not rules for life, but not as muxa as Gerard. Sex on legs. I love ooh fucking rock marry me. 111. I started to cry tears of blood. It happens. It's in Vampire Chronicles. Raven said so. Okay, so fuck you. One. Vampire took out a black honker chief.
Would you say it was a goose?
Yeah, it's like a master goose. Like Master Chief, but a goose. And started to wipe my red eyes. And then he and Snoop both took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other angrily. None of the ballads got on each hotter yet. I took out my wand. Crocio, I shouted. Snap stated to scram. He dropped the gun, but it was too late. Both of them had run out of ballets. I stopped the curse. Professor McGoogle did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Okay, I'm her. Okay, Cerberus, I'm going to go now." She left. Snap started to laugh evilly. Vampire started to cry.
It's okay, Inabi.
Said Draco.
Yeah. Evergreen will be all right. Remember the studio you took of Snake. Who's Evergreen?
I forget. It's in the movie somewhere. Snape laughed again, and then he took out some whips. Ka-ching! 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I was gonna do pow, but I say ka-ching. So, did we read chapter 30 and stop at 31?
Well, yeah.
That's kind of how adding works.
Yeah.
Final chapter of this episode, Dylan. Are you prepared?
Rank all the gods.
This is when... Oh, well, I'll just let it happen. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen, okay? 1111. So, fool you, 111. If you flam, you will be a prep. So, Al Flammers can kiss my ass, 111. Saws for saying Alzheimer's is dongerous, but that's the mysterious opinion because society basically sucks. Fangs to Raven, you rock bitch. 111. So, so me and Kane have to all say this at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
1, 1. Kane's dead.
What?
Okay, now you're alive. We screamed sadly. Snape stated loafing meanly. He took out a camera with a K anvilly. Then he came towards Darko. 1. Thank goodness it wasn't one of the main K. Yeah, he's gonna kill Donnie Darko. Oh no. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and lit a candle. What the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily.
Get ready, Dylan.
Snoop laughed meanly. He pulled down his pants. I gasped. There was a dork mark on his you-know-what 11. He waved his wand. Ew. And a knife came. Ew. He gave the knife to me. Ew. Now.
Okay. Oh no. You must have vampire.
He said to me.
If you don't, then I'll wrap Draco. 1.
No, you fucking bastard. Like stairs and move.
So, oh god.
Also, you would be doing yourself really, so it's not that bad. I guess, for the story's sake.
I don't.
Let's just be happy we're not acting it out. But then Draco looked at me sadly.
This is a play.
No, with his evil gothic red eyes that look so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like he looked exactly like a pentagram. He was a star now. Lol, get it? Cause I'm a Satanist. Between he looked like a pentagram between Kurt Cobain and Gerard.
Let that sink in.
I looked at Vampire, and he looked so smexy too with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed in the time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore came, and the tame where Draco almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sportive. Snipe laughed angrily. He started to pray to Voldemort. He started to do an incapacitation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire.
Oh, God.
Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes, and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic massage to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore. That's you.
That's me. Dumbledore will get you.
Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait until the mystery find out, 11. Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. Knew it.
Oh, no.
Go on, Snoop.
Okay. You ridiculous dunderhead. 111.
Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes just as he was about to rape him. Crucio! I shifted, pointing my wound.
No, there's no F there.
Oh, I shited, pointing my wound. Snoop screamed and started running around the room screaming. Meanwhile, I grabbed my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. I stopped doing Crucio.
You dunderhead 111. I'm going to kill.
Shoot at Snape, but suddenly Cerberus came. Snake put the whip behind his back.
His pants are still down.
Indeed. It's you.
Oh, wait.
Yes,
was
that's
I?
you.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's Snake's
hello, Sedge. I was just teaching them something.
He lied. But suddenly, Lucian and Professor Trevelry came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevelry said, "Come on, Ebony, let's go." And that is the epic conclusion.
God, I don't know about you guys, but I'm broken. I just...
I'm ending the stream now. Okay.
There are 13 more chapters left.
We are gonna finish them, though.
We are. I think Dylan is either up. I mean, sure.
Okay.
Dylan, did you have a fun time?
Yeah.
This is what's been... See, now I want you to understand something. What we just did...
was extremely illegal in most of countries.
We did it in a few hours, and this has been happening to me for over the course of a few days.
You asked for it.
I never asked to be a part of it, but I did, and I regret it.
You said that, but you were laughing. We have video evidence now.
It was funny to do most of this stuff. The voices I still don't feel really comfortable with. I just, like I said, I just kind of got a little crazy there.
I read a story just now where Snape from Harry Potter danced around a circle with the whip, hitting children, about to rape them. I think we're far past the point of no return.
I still want to say one thing. All three of us think this sucks. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
You have to specify this, huh?
well, someone made this, so
Are you sure they're a human?
I don't know, but like, and I don't even know if we mean what we do, or if it's just swept up in this current of a story.
Should I end the stream now or keep it going?
Dylan, learn subtlety, son.
I'm tired. Oh, God.
Read this.
Alright.